जगतपते गोपीशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचा गौरांगी राधे श्री वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये वांचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
राम राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama,
हरे
Rama
कृष्ण हरे
Rama,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare.
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
राम
Hare
राम
Krishna,
राम हरे
Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
कृष्ण मत
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, okay. So, who can tell me in nutshell what did we learn in 15th chapter? Hare Krishna. Finally, especially last three verses are very, very important. What did we learn?
foliable and foliable
Yes, souls are of two types, fallible and infallible. Yeah, Nitya Siddha and Nitya Baddha. Yes, correct. So Nitya Siddhas are in Lord's abode. They are with the Lord in his abode. And Nitya Baddhas are in this material world. They keep coming and going. Anna? Yes. Then Hare Krishna. What else?
engage in devotional service.
Correct. Bhajati, that verse we saw, no, very important one. Yomam emavama sammodo janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam. Bhajati is doing devotional service. So whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without any doubt, they will always be engaged in my devotional service. Okay, correct. Then
We learnt about samsara ruksha, that is Ashwatha tree first. How to cut that dridena chitva, sanga shastre dridena chitva. Later, we learnt about those who surrenders. So they are adhyatma nitya vinirutta kama. That's what we learnt. And how we
they
die.
are free from their entanglement. Okay.
Then how we die, we learnt in 7th, 8th and 9th verse. And next lamenting on Bhagwan also we learnt. Later onwards, we learnt about the Jivatma and Jagat, and while eating the food, Aham Vaishwanvaru.
They all are the Lord's, what do you call, potencies. The why the Lord is Purushottama Yoga, right? So what are, without him, nothing exists. So everything is the Lord, correct.
Then we learnt about Trishloki Gita, those three verses.
Hari bol. Yes, last three, correct. First is Chara Akshara and Yomamevama Sammudo, Idi Guhyatamam Shastram. Yes,
then
correct.
last two verses says glory of the knowledge, and last two verses says about why Bhagavan is called as Purushottama. That's why the chapter name is Purushottama Yoga.
Okay, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes, correct. So in the last few verses, we learnt about, see in this verse, the word bhajati. This is 19th verse. 19th verse, the word bhajati is very, very important. Why? Because if a person is engaged in the devotional service, bhajati means engaging in devotional service, right? And they only will be able to, first of all, understand the Vedic knowledge, because the Lord tells in the 15th chapter, you remember, Vedaishcha sarvair aham eva vedyo. Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Sarvasya chaham gridi sannivishto. Lord is going on telling in more than around 10 verses in Bhagavad Gita. The Lord is telling, I am seated in everyone's heart. After that also, how much we have this, what is that, anarthas, right? How will the Lord be able to happily live in our heart? He'll be suffocating, right? With their kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Don't we have to keep our heart very clean, when we know the Lord is seated in our heart. Very important, right? But we don't. Unfortunately, what to say, because of the karma, whatever it is, but the Shastras are giving remedies, no? The Shastras are giving us remedy that by the hearing process from the authorized person. Who is authorized person? Who have come in parampara. Shruti parayanaha. Which verse that is? I don't know. One verse ends with Shruti parayanaha. Right? I think in the 14th chapter. So if we hear, and this heart will be cleansed. If you remember the 4-5 verses we saw about Shruti, and I think where I don't remember I think in Bhagavatam, yeah, in one verse in the purport, there are 7 verses given about only Shruti. In the second chapter, first canto, Bhagavatam, for one purport, Srila Prabhupada has given Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. These are Uttama Shloka. Uttama Shloka means what? Lord's another name is Uttama Shloka. Krishna's another name is, so many names, Govinda, he has got n number of names, but he is also known as Uttama Shloka. So daily we hear Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu. Just now we saw the Abhadras in our heart. So when the Lord has given the process to eradicate these Abhadras from our heart, don't we have that faith? Don't we have that faith? The Lord Himself is saying. So He keep hearing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Right? So we have to keep on hearing. And yesterday we saw hearing is not sufficient. Hearing from here, hearing goes from here. No. Then we have to do mananam. Keep on bringing it to our mind again and again. Think of that. And we have to practically try to live that nididhyasanam. So Shravanam is not only one activity, it is continued by the process. It is a process. The process is complete only when we apply it, nididhyasanam. Okay, so all this process, everything is given. Also, in one of the verses we saw about that, if you remember, that science of Bhagavad Gita. I think the previous one. Abhideya, Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Is it not? So, okay, so, and I think in the 18th verse only we saw the process. We have to hear in our PPT we saw, if you remember, yes, we will go back to our PPT. And in the last verse I wanted to show, that is why I opened Veda. Anaga, it is okay. Anaga, we all know, the sinless one. Kridaya Daurbalyam, contamination. Why we are able to, again and again we get entangled. There are 3 reasons why we keep falling down. First reason is we were envious of the Lord. We want to enjoy without the Lord. So we fell down for the first time. Then after that, we are again and again falling down. Why? That is because of the attachment in this world. Yeah, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, correct Prabhu. So because of the attachment, we are falling down again and again. So that is, see here, the Hridaya Daurbalyam, the most important thing one has to surmount is the weakness of the heart. The first fall down is caused by desire to the Lord, it over. And the second, and one, thus one gives up the transcendental loving service. We don't do no, we want to enjoy without Krishna. So we give up the loving service to the Lord. Then the Lord thinks, oh, this child of mine is going to get suffocated here because he had given up the loving service. Goloka means loving service only. Otherwise, though, we could have gone to Brahman also and got merged, no, in the Brahman effulgence. It is known as Brahman effulgence. Getting merged there is known as spiritual suicide because there is no service. And then what will happen? And the soul is not very happy. It is going on hankering for service or some activity. Then the Lord makes us fall down again. Tetam gatva swargalokam vishalam kshine punyar martir lokam vishanti. So we all fall down again. So what is the second reason? The second weakness is Here. The second weakness of the heart is that one increases the propensity to lord it over the material nature. He becomes attached to the matter. Then we get the possession. What is this proprietorship? We forget that Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagat yam jagat. Whatever we enjoy, this is my house, my car, my body. Body itself does not belong to us, right? We saw, no? What is that verse? 15.7, who knows? The body itself belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. What is it? Mamaivamcho jivalo ke jivabhuta sanatanaga managa shastran indriyanir prakritirstanir karshati. Isn't it? It's okay. So, if you want, we can go to 15. 15. You want to go to 15 once again? Or can we start with 16? Hare Krishna, tell me. 15 mainly to know that process it introduced. I will tell you the chapter. Sorry, I will tell you the verse. You can go through that verse. 1 second. It is 17, 18. Yeah, it is the 18th and 17th verse only. Okay, so if you go through the introduction of Abhideya, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana, 3 are given. But it was introduced in the 10th chapter itself. If you remember, 10th chapter, 10.8 is Sambandha. And Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, that is Sambandha. Then Matta Madgata Prana and Tesham Satata Yuktanam 10.9 and 10.10 is Abhideya, and 10.11 Tesham Mevanu Kampartam Aham Ajnanajam Tamaha. What is that? Jnana Deepena Baswata. I light the lamp of knowledge, right? So that is 10.11 is the Prayojana. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, in condition, once we know that the Lord is the Purusha Uttama, also we saw Kshara and Akshara. So, what are the characteristics of Kshara? Even in Kshara, there are 2 types of people. That's what we are going to say. First, we saw 2 types of people, Kshara and Akshara. So, in this Kshara also, who all fall down. Where do we fall down? We saw in the 14th chapter, Urdhvam Gachanti Satvasta. Satvaguni people will go to Devaloka. Madhye Tishtanti Narada. That is, Madhye Tishtanti, not Narada. Madhye Tishtanti Rajasa. That's a different verse. Madhye Tishtanti Rajasa. One who has got the Rajasic Guna, that is passion. They will come to this Martir Loka because they are hankering for action. Isn't it? Jnana Sangena and Sukha Sangena Sattva Guna, and Trishna Sangena, Karma Sangena Rajasa, and Nidra, Pramada Nidra Alasya, that is Tamoguna, isn't it? So if we have hankering desire, we will come to this Martir Loka. And Adho Gachanti Tamasa. Tamasi people will go to the Adha Loka. Adha is that lower planetary kingdoms, animal kingdoms we will go. This we have seen in the 14th. So the connection is, 15th chapter says, okay, there are 2 type of people. But the Lord is above everybody. Uttama Purushastvanya Paramatmeti Agritaka. So the Lord is above, fallible and infallible. That is why he is Uttama Purusha. Okay. So here in the 16th chapter, the Lord is telling what are all the characteristics of divine people and demoniac people. Sura, Asura. Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. Daiva Asura. Daiva means people who are in the divine qualities, Devatas. Asura are those people who are in a demoniac nature. We know very, very well, like Devatas we can take. And we should not, counter argue here. Oh, Indra also got envy of the Lord. No. That and all, they are all in the elevated post. Indra and Brahma and all. We can't think very low of them. These all are Lord's Leela. to tell, like devatas also can fall down. So you have to be very careful to teach us lesson it is given. That's it. So otherwise also, even devatas are also subject to these qualities, gunas. So anytime they may also fall down. That is why they are also kshara. Those people are also kshara. So we are seeing two kinds of people who are in the kshara category. Okay, and so many qualities are given. 24 qualities are. Okay, once again I welcome you all on behalf of Mangaluru Kulai temple for this wonderful chapter, 16th chapter, and by paying obeisances at the lotus feet of Radha Govinda. They are so beautiful. They are so beautiful, right? And let us start this chapter. 16th chapter, section A is the qualities of devatas and the qualities of demons, Daivi Guna and Asura Guna, and specially 6 to 20 Asura Guna. Can anyone of you tell me why so much importance to the Asura Guna? Hare
Because
Krishna.
we are all asuras.
Hari Hari Bol. Wonderful. Correct. We all are asuras. As I used to tell, in that Satya Yuga, asuras and devatas used to live in different universe only. And then when we came to the Treta Yuga, they were living in the same universe, but different planets they were living. And when it came to Dwapara Yuga, they started living in the same dynasty, same Vamshavali. Anna? And in this Kali Yuga, both Asura Guna and Daivi Guna are in the same human. Every human. That's as Mataji told, we all are demons. In the morning, we may try to be Devata, and by the day end, night comes, we all take on demonic qualities only. Why? Many reasons. One of the reason is, we are so much involved in our karma. In the night itself, we start planning for our next day's official work. And this has not happened, that is not ready, though it starts. And we are not able to have the peaceful sleep also. And the sleep pattern is also 9 to 12 if we sleep more than sufficient. That 3 hours sleep is equal to double 6 hours sleep, but unfortunately we sleep only after 12 o'clock, so we don't complete our 6 hours sleep also. So automatically when we don't get enough sleep, early in the morning when there are some people, I know very closely, I have been associated with them. Early in the morning when they get up till the time they leave the house, office, ooh, it's very dangerous to come in front of them. There are people. Because why? They start thinking of what will not happen on that day. So that is why. Very beautifully said, Mataji. Correct. So 21 to 24, we have a choice. That is our free will. We can escape from the Asuri Guna, and we can escape in the sense we can try to imbibe Daivi Gunas. Okay, so as it is said, 9.25, Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitin Yanti Pitrivitaha Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhyajinopimam. So whatever we think, whatever we practice, whatever we implement, we will go to that loka. So Yanti Deva Vrita Deva. So one who has the Daivi Guna, there is a chance for them to transcend to the Devalokas at the time of soul leaving the body. Antakale Chamamyevam. Okay, Hare Krishna. So I think there has to be a columnar form. I thought so. Yes. No columnar form in this. Okay. We used to have, you remember, in our 18 days. Okay. Yes, Ananya Mataji, start. Hare Krishna. Is Ananya Mataji there? Ritvika Mataji, I saw. Ananya Mataji, I didn't see. Yes. Okay, then Asha Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Chapter 16 synopsis. Chapter 15 describes the banyan tree of the material world. The modes of material nature nourish both the upper auspicious divine branches of the tree and the lower demoniac branches. Extra roots of the banyan tree were also compared to the activities of the living entities, some auspicious and some inauspicious. Chapter 16 explains the divine qualities that elevate one on the tree that leads ultimately to liberation. Chapter 16 also explains the demonic qualities and the mentality which drives one lower on the tree and ultimately to hell. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna. We know no pious and impious activities. Vedas have explained, but we don't have time to read the whole Vedas. That's why Krishna himself came and he gave everything in a nutshell. Anna, that is what is that? Puranarko Arno Uditaha. Krishna Swadama Upagato Dharmajnana Dibihi Saha. Kalau Nashte Drishamesha Purano Arko Adno Uditaha. So two Puranas he gave. One told by Krishna, one told about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita tells us the Sarvadharman Paritagya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Come and surrender to me. Okay, it has told you the objective. Come and surrender unto me. Because everything is emanated from me. My lotus feet is the only shelter. So it's a sambandha. But full Bhagavatam tells the Abhideya, the process, how to surrender to Krishna. And Chaitanya Charitamrita tells, if you surrender, what will happen? Prayojana. So Bhagavad Gita is the Sambandha, Bhagavatam is the Abhideya, Chaitanya Charitamrita is the Prayojana. So here it is very clearly told, apply your free will. There are two choices between the between the B and D, birth and death. There is always a C. B, C, D, isn't it? So between B and D, there is a choice, C. So that free will. So it is up to us whether to imbibe the divine qualities or demonic qualities. Okay. But one thing I wanted to tell, I forgot to tell in the revision also. See, this Ashwatha tree. Ashwatha tree has spoken about the leaves, branches, and it has spoken about the twigs. You remember? All twigs are the sense objects. And the sense Vedic hymns, the leaves are. Okay. What about the fruits of this tree? What about the fruits? Those fruits are these qualities. Okay, so there are some fruits which are very good, which are very sweet, which are too ripen. Some fruits are not. So that is what the fruits are. Fruits are nothing but the qualities of the living entities. Which quality we imbibe in us, that depends upon our endeavor. What kind of endeavor, in which direction we are going. That's why keep on thinking only one thing. No, the Lord created the world for us, such a wonderful word. He gave us the scriptures telling, oh my dear child, follow this. We are not able to understand, okay, I will send you a tutor. Go join this coaching and please learn that, and only hold the tutor, that coaching, who is that master, his feet so tightly. He will bring back to me everything he has told. But not able to. It's not that everybody, even now we are there in this class. After this, another 40 minutes you go, we forget everything. We again come back into the same, Punaga Charvita Charvananam. You remember that camel example we saw? Chaitanya Charitamrita Mahaprabhu said that camel keeps on chewing because camel lives in the desert, there will be only cactus, keeps on eating the cactus, and the more he eats, chews. I mean, bite, what happens? Its own tongue is oozing out blood, and it is thinking, wow, it is so sweet, and it starts chewing more and more. That is what is known as Punaga Charvita Charvanana. We enjoy this material world. We enjoy in the sense we forget what is our destination. And forgetting that we keep on coming and going back, thinking that this is a permanent thing. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. You all have the book, right? So I will read this, that actually, if you please open the verse, these verses are very good. And what to say? Many of the words you will be able to understand the meaning also. After that, we will come to the meaning. Okay. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yogam Vyavastitihi. Okay, I'll read it slow. Abhayam Sattvam Samshuddhir Jnanam yoga vyavasthitam, danam damascham yajnashcham, swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Then comes ahimsa, satyam, akrodha. Krodha is demonic qualities. So here is akrodha, tyagam, shantir, apaishunam, daya, bhuteshwar loluptam, mardavam, khriram, chapalam, tejaha, Kshama. So the Teja is that vigor. Vigor means we say no, only generally we say no, Devatas will have the vigor. Especially the Brahmanas. Brahmanical qualities, one of that is. Somehow I have to learn the Vedas. That one comes, no, like that. Teja, Kshama, Dhruti, Shaucham. Dhruti is, fortitude. Dhruti, everybody will not have. Only the Devatas will have this Dhruti quality. Shaucham, Adroham, Natimanita. Natimanita means we don't. Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadagari. You remember, I don't want honor. I want to give honor to others. We just now read in 14th chapter also. Then Sampadam Daivim, these are the qualities which are the Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. So these are the qualities of the Devatas. Yes. Asha Mataji, please read the translation.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation.
Tranquility. Hare Krishna. Mataji, we are not getting your... Asha Mataji, your voice has gone. No audio. Hare Krishna. Mataji left the meeting. Network.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Fortitude,
Continue.
cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes. So these are the divine qualities. So most of them we have already read in 13.8. Steady determination. Right from 6th chapter we are learning. You remember? The Lord Arjuna asked, mind is not steady. What to do? Then Krishna says, Abhyasa. Practice with the determination. Vairagena chagrahyate. So you can get the steadiness of your mind with your determination. These are the transcendental qualities, because these qualities, that is why Mamayvamsho Jivaloke. The Lord has given us all the qualities. How much we want to utilize it, imbibe it, that is in our hand, right? The Lord has given us the free will. If you want, you can exercise this free will. If you do not want, it is up to you. Enjoy this material nature. You wanted to lord over the nature, please enjoy. Yes, Mataji, go ahead. Daivi Prakriti.
Daivi Prakriti are activities performed in the mode of goodness according to Vedic rites, are transcendental in nature, auspicious for progress on the path of liberation. Activities done in the mode of passion and ignorance have no possibility of liberation. Choice remain in the material world as human beings are descent to animal lower lives. In this chapter, the Lord explains both transcendental nature, its attendant qualities, advantages and disadvantages. Demoniac nature, its qualities, advantages and disadvantages. Abhijatasya is one born of transcendental qualities or godly tendencies. Garbhadharana samskara is associated with begetting a child in a godly atmosphere. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It is told how we can imbibe, how we can get this transcendental qualities. So, transcendental qualities, we have already seen in many chapters that if we do any devotional service for some reason or the other, if we are not able to succeed in our journey, then what happens? We take birth in two things. You remember? I think 6.41 and 42. One is Prapya Punya Kritam Lokan Ushitva Shashwati Sama Shuchina Shrimatam Gehe. We take birth in highly aristocratic family, very rich family. Atava Yogi Nam even. That is the next verse. Atava yogi name kulai bhavati dhimatam etatri durlabhataram. If not, we take birth in a highly elevated devotee's house. So right from the beginning, we are able to. Another way is all the devotees who are already devotees and before begetting children, there is a sanskara known as Garbhadana sanskara. So they chant 50 times. Husband and wife both chant 50 times and they bring all that, full Sattva-guni, that is Sattva-guna we can say, or Daivi Guni. All those qualities, they meditate upon that, imbibe those qualities and live those qualities for some time. And they go for this Garbhadana Samskara. After this chanting only, they if at all they want to beget any child, they follow this Garbhadana Samskara. So those children also will get the divine qualities. Isn't it? Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
If the parents want a child with godly qualities, they should follow the 10 principles recommended for the social life of the human being. That is Prahlada's birth, example. As per the Bhagavad Gita, begetting good child is Krishna himself. Sex life is not condemned provided the process is used in Krishna consciousness. Those who are in Krishna consciousness should beget children to make them Krishna conscious after birth. That should be advantage of children born of the father and mother absorbed in Krishna consciousness. A person with these enlisted qualities is a sannyasi, who is considered to be the spiritual master of the Brahmanas also. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. A person with these enlisted qualities is a sannyasi. So here, actually, sannyasi, we know in the second, third chapter and all we have seen, sannyasi is not the one who has sannyasa yoga, that is, right? Who has left everything and gone. That is Falgu Vairagis. But these sannyasis are Yukta Vairagis. Okay, and one more very important thing what is given is 1 second. What was which point is that? Those who are in Krishna consciousness should beget children to make them Krishna conscious after birth. There's a beautiful verse in Bhagavatam that is Guruna Sasyat, Swajanona Sasyat, Pitana Sasyat, Jananina Sasyat. Like seven people it is given. These people, like Guru cannot be a Guru. Similarly, Swajana, the people who are kith and kin, they cannot be our relatives. Mother and father, they cannot be our mother and father. And king cannot be a king. When these people are not making their children or disciple, in case of gurus, Yukta Vairagi. Means what? If a mother and father do not make their child a Krishna conscious child, they cannot be called a mother and father only. That's why Guru Nasasyad, Guru also, a person who has given initiation, mean disciple, who has accepted a disciple. His foremost responsibility is to make that disciple fully Krishna conscious. That is why there are so many rules before giving the initiation. Srila Prabhupada has given 4 rules. One who follows these 4 rules will be given initiation. Those who are not able to follow these things, Guru will not give initiation because the Guru takes the responsibility of making him progress in the devotional service. So therefore, all these people, these 7 people, in fact, what is that? Nectar of instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami. The first verse, NOI, is who can make a disciple? Vacho vegam, manasakrodha vegam, jigva vegam, udara upasta vegam, etan vegan vishageta diraga, sarvo api mam prithvim cha shishyat. These people only can make a Prithvim cha Shishyat. They can only make a disciples in the entire world. Who? Vacho Veham, one who has controlled his speech. Manasa, mind, one who has controlled mind. Krodha Veham, controlled anger. Vacho Veham, Manasaka Krodha. Jihva, he will eat only Krishna Prasadam. Other than Krishna Prasadam, nothing he will eat. He controls his tongue. Udara, belly, upastha, genitals, all these six, one who has controlled Prithvimcha Shishyas, they only can make a disciple in the entire universe. So that means what? If a guru is giving a discipleship, that means the guru wants his disciple also to become control all these six. Because he has given promise to Krishna, I will bring this disciple to you. Srila Prabhupada, many people asked, you will leave Prabhupada, what will we do? He said, don't worry. I'll be living in my books. I'll be living in my tapes. He recorded all his speeches in that walkie-talkie when he used to go for morning walk. And even on the deathbed, last minute, he was translating Bhagavatam 12th canto. That is why 10th canto was translated well in advance, because it's known as 10th canto is known as the face of the Lord. Krishna book, that is. He translated because he had a doubt whether will I be alive till I complete 12th chapter. So he thought 11th, 10th is very important. Let me do it first. After that, when he was on the deathbed also, very, very minutely his disciples used to hear and record, and they used to immediately translate that, like that. And till the last breath, even last breath before that also, what he told his disciples, take my body, almost all body, he told that only, take me around Vrindavan. I want my soul to live when I'm going for Govardhan Parikrama. So take me around Govardhan, he told. Okay, so these are the sannyasi. Like he was a sannyasi, but he was a Yukta Vairagi. He did not renounce anything. Even the walkie-talkie, typewriter, everything he used for Krishna service. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yeah, yes, sannyasi should be. Mataji, please continue this. I think last
Yes,
slide for the first verse.
a sannyasi should be fearless, capable of living alone without any support or guarantee of support, depending only on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. If he has fear of protection after renouncing his people, he should not accept the renounced order of life. One must be fully convinced and have full conviction that Krishna as Paramatma is always within seeing and knowing what one surrendered to him intends to do. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yeah, and because these sannyasis, yesterday or day before we saw Parivrajaka. You remember? But what are the duties of Parivrajaka? They are elevated above Vaishnavas. Okay? Vaishnavas are the highly elevated Brahmana, Vipra, and Vaishnava. So that Brahmana, Brahmajanati Brahmana, those people. So now, above them Parivrajaka. Who are they? They know this knowledge. They have become Vipra. They are living the Shastras. But now they don't want to stay in one place. They keep on, they want to roam around everywhere and spreading the message of the Lord. So sannyasi, the third category is Parivrajaka. First one is Kutichaka. They live in a separate house at the end of the what is that area, maybe the village or whatever it is, but the prasadam goes from home. Kutichaka, Bahudaka. They don't accept prasadam also from home. They live alone. They go for what is that? Bhavati Bhikshantegi. That is known as Madhukari. They go for Madhukari and take. And then the third level is Parivrajaka. They don't stay in one place. They keep on. See, these sannyasis who are Parivrajaka, they don't live under the same tree for more than a week or so. Because what they say, they will develop attachment to the tree. This tree is comfortable to me. I am not able to sleep under the trees of others. Similarly, they will not go to the same house again and again for Madhukari. They keep on changing the house because again, they don't want them. They are going not for Madhukari eating purpose, to get what do you call that, madhukari only, getting grains. They don't get prasadam as it is, cooked prasadam. Okay, but where are they going? During that time, they will sing Krishna bhajan. They will, whoever comes and goes, they will spread this Krishna knowledge. Parivrajaka. That is their objective. Okay, so that is a next level is Paramatma. Above Parivirjakacharya, the fourth level of sannyasa order is Paramatma. Okay, Hare Krishna. So what they will do? They only in and out, they see Krishna only. How many more are there? Okay, next person. Loknath Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Enlightening householders on spiritual advancement, humility, going door to door for livelihood. It is not begging, displays humility of transcendental situated person, proposed to remind householders of much forgotten Krishna consciousness, logical preaching of Krishna consciousness as scared duty of an advanced sannyasi, if not advanced, should not accept renounced order of life. Falgu
Falgu
Vairagya.
Vairagya. Falgu Vairagyas are that sannyasi who wear the saffron dress, but they are in the heart, they are not purified. So Falgu Vairagi and Yukta Vairagi. Yukta Vairagi is Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatargam Upayunjate Nirbande Krishna Sambande Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate. They use everything in Krishna Sambandha, people, material things, everything. Falgu Vairagis, they renounce everything, saying we are all in the elevated fourth level, fourth order. Right? Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. We don't use all these things. We don't use exported car, sorry, imported car, like that they say. But Yukta Vairagis are not like that, like Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, continue.
If an insufficient knowledge should cultivate it from a bona fide spiritual master, a Grishta householder uh, should yearn honorably with honest give 50% to propagate Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Rupa Goswami tells this also in the Nectar of Devotion. Sorry, Nectar of Instruction only. And he lived by example. Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, both of them were earning, I think, some 80,000 something Asher Fiang, gold coins. Those days, money they were never used to give, no? Those days, how many? I mean, in 16, I think. Even before that, that is immediately after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, correct. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years before, right? So, these, who are they? Shad Goswamis. Sanatan Rupa. They were earning a lot, but they saved everything. They spent everything for Krishna consciousness. So 50% they have to spend for Krishna, 25% for self to keep it, for emergency purpose. 25% they used to spend on daily basis for them and for Vaishnavas, etc. So the other 50, they were spending only for Krishna consciousness, means to for book printing or to serve the Vaishnavas. They have to go here and there. So that for that purpose, they used to use it. So 50% is supposed to, even Shastra say, no, even Veda says minimum, Dashvamsha. It says 1/10 of anything we should utilize for Krishna. Whatever we earn, whatever strength we have, even time, 1/10. That is why at least 2.5 hours we should use only for Shavanam Kirtana Vishnu Smarana. 1/10, 24 hours, 1/10, right? 2 hours, 40 minutes. So 2 hours minimum, at least we have to spend only for Krishna conscious activities. Yes, Prabhu, continue.
Give charity to institution engaged in Krishna consciousness spirituality.
The screen stopped, isn't it? I don't know, suddenly network, probably. Yeah, are you able to see now? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Give charity to institution engaged in Krishna consciousness spirituality. The receiver should be deserving. Charity should be done in the mode of goodness only. Charity in the mode of passion and ignorance not auspicious. Dharma self-control is especially meant for the householder. Exploiting sex life for sense gratification is a demonic quality. To progress in spiritual life, must control his sex life. Should not beget children without the purpose of serving Krishna. Must do sacrifice as their performance requires large amount of money. Brahmachari, sannyasis, and those in Varnaprastha ashrama have no money.
Hare Krishna. Only Grahasthas have money, no. Because Brahmacharis are in the before 20, they are studying, and sannyasis already renounced after they retire from the life only. Vanaprastha is like above 40. 40 and the in between 20 to 40, looking for job and looking for, all the time promotion, etc., etc. So the grahasthas only should be able to give charity. And very important thing in the next chapter we will see the charity, yajna dana tapa. Yajna dana tapa, all these things are very essential. No one should give it up, isn't it? But this should be performed only in Sattva Guna. Rajoguna means, say, just one example I will tell and we will see in the next. Rajoguna charity, maybe, for example, we are giving charity to poultry houses. We are giving charity to slaughterhouses. We are giving charity to liquor shops. Liquor shop is opening, somebody is coming for donation, we are giving. That means what? We are encouraging people to live in tamoguna. So that is not the correct charity, right? So charity should be given only in mode of goodness. What is mode of goodness? Oh Krishna, everything belongs to you. Balam balavatam chagam kamaraga vivarjita. You had given, because your energy, you have given this energy, I could earn. So this money belongs to you. I am giving this charity for your happiness. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. Toshanam means satisfaction. For your satisfaction, you'll be happy. See, if a child takes 10 rupees from the father's pocket, go to the shop, buy a chocolate, 5-star, comes and gives to the father. My dear father, I wish you a happy birthday. You eat this 5-star. Father will be very happy. Father will not scold the child. You took money, you stole money from my pocket and you brought. No. He is very happy. Same way, we tell, I don't know Sanskrit, I can't learn, I can't pronounce properly. Still, we tell the mantras. Lord is very happy. As parents are very happy to hear that Malalai, we call it as lullaby, not lullaby, what do you call that? Totally. They don't know, they can't pronounce words properly and they talk. How much parents enjoy? Similarly, Krishna will enjoy. It gives satisfaction to them. So what can we give him? Everything belongs to him. What he has given us with his energy we earned a little bit money and bought something and offering to the Lord. Flower, we are offering with his money. Ishavasyam idam sarva. What can we offer? So that is why in that verse, if you see, 2 times Bhaktya word has come. Bhaktya is what? Loving devotion. What is it? What is that verse? Who remembers 3 things we have to give the Lord? 9.26.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam.
Hari Bo. Verse Patram Pushpam Palam
Phalam
Toyam.
yo me bhaktya prayachati tada bhakta uparitam asnami
Asnami Prayat Atmana. Hari Bol. Very nice, Viraj Prabhu. So these 3 things we can offer. Nothing else he wants. He accepts the Shabris, the tasted fruit. He accepts the banana peel from Vidrani. He accepts everything. The Tulasi leaf, Rukmani Devi. They had to that Tulabharam. You remember? The 2 Tulasi leaf they kept and it became equal. Even that our Govardhan Leela, he kept on about, what is that? There is one word. Anur. He kept on saying, Aur, bring more. And when they kept the Tulasi leaf, he was satisfied. So he wants that only. But with Bhaktya, Yomi Bhaktya. So that Bhaktya word comes in that verse twice. Just now we saw Bhaktya is not worship. Just in the previous verse we saw, no? That Veda base. What did we see? Devotional service. Okay, Hare Krishna. So that charity also, everything we have to be very. See that sex life within the marital regulation, regulated sex life is, he says, no, Kama Raga Vivarjitam, Dharmo Virto Bhuteshu, Kamosmi Bharatar Shabha, Dharmo Virto Bhuteshu, Kamosmi Bharatar Shabha. The sex life within the marital territory is accepted by me. Krishna tells in the 7th chapter. That is why Srila Prabhupada gave this 4 regulative principles. In that one is that no illicit sex. Because the Lord is recommending that. Just now we saw Garbhadana Samsara. To beget Krishna conscious children. So we all should try to make our children Krishna conscious children. So otherwise there is no purpose. If they are not that, should not beget children without purpose of serving Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, Loknath Prabhu.
They almost survive on alms given to them. Sacrifice like Agni Hotra mentioned in the Vedas are very expensive, perhaps beyond the capacity of Grasta 2. So in Kali Yuga, base sacrifice recommended in the Sankirtana Yajna. Chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. A brahmachari student life should observe Swadhyaya, Vedic study of cultivation of spiritual knowledge. Life is celebrate life.
Celibate life, brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is what? Sex should be within the marital periphery. That is what. Swadhyaya, extremely important. Swadhyaya, that is why Srila Prabhupada, when they all asked him, Prabhupada, you will leave this thing now, who will help us to Teshamaham Samudrata? Who will help us to cross this material ocean? He said, no, I'll be in my book. Read my books. Book distribution. You distribute the books as much as possible, because when we hold the book itself, like we should hold, this is Srila Prabhupada, we should, with that attitude, we should hold the book. With how much difficulty Srila Prabhupada has written the purports, we are enjoying those books now. And the first set of printing, oh Krishna, how much he has struggled. And he used to go by walk in that Delhi. What is that? There is one street known as Saftarjung, that area. There only for books. He used to, printing press used to be somewhere. And those days, the paper were like ration, paper, cement, everything was for ration card. It was not available as it is available in the open market today. Papers were not available, and he himself was typing. Nobody was there to assist him. How so much difficulties Srila Prabhupada has gone through. So those books are now very easily, how easily, even 400 rupees, 300 rupees, Bhagavad Gita book and all, we distribute for 250 rupees during the time of book distribution. It starts from Bhadra Purnima. In this month only it is coming. December, January, 2 months, book distribution months. And we get a donation from different people, and we give all the books in almost all. Give it in, it's like a charity only. Very bare minimum money we take, because those who can afford, we take money from them. That is how books are distributed. Because we want Srila Prabhupada to go to every house. If they buy the book, it's okay. Then after that, we take their address, everything, then we start following it up. Are you reading Bhagavad Gita? If not, there are classes, come and attend. Like Namanishta Prabhu, you see, more than, I think, so many lakhs of people as on today's platform. And it started on March 20th was the first batch. It started, not even 20th, before that. That 20th, the big, what do you call that? The Prime Minister Modi had that lockdown. It started, but Namanishta Prabhu started before that only, March 2020. And every month there are batches. And so many, we all have come like that only. All those who are doing now Bhakti Vaibhav and Bhakti Shastri, we are almost, or most of us are from the first batch or second batch, 2020 batch, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, now level 5. Isn't it? So they all, their objective is spread Krishna consciousness, take Prabhupada to every home. This is what their objective. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Ritvika Mataji, will you continue?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha, or a phase retired from household life. One should not remain a householder or grastha throughout his whole life. He must always remember that there are 4 specific divisions of life: brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa.
Suffixed with word ashram. That means 4 ashram and 4 varna. Varna we know, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Here we have to we suffix this word. Brahmacharya ashrama, Grahastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama, Sannyasa ashrama. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
After Grihastha ashrama, one should retire as per Vedic injunctions. In 100 years of one's expected lifetime in Kali Yuga, 25 years each must be spent in Brahmacharya ashram, Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha Ashrama and Sannyasa Ashrama.
Hare Krishna. So first 25 years in the Brahmacharya, studies, etc., everything. 25 to 50, Grahastha. They get a job, they get married, they establish their children's life, etc. Then after that, Vanaprastha. They have to live in the family, but they should not be too much attached. What time even after getting married, what time my son is coming, what is my Bahu telling him, what time he is going to bed, like that. No. What are my grandchildren doing? Are they going to school on time? Are they getting first rank? No. We should leave all these things. And 75. After that, we should totally retire from even Vanaprastha, Sannyashrama. Nothing. We should not ask anything about anybody's welfare except Krishna's. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, continue.
In Vanaprastha Ashrama, one must practice austerities of the body, mind, and tongue. This is tapasya, meant to get liberated. Simplicity and straightforwardness to be followed by all the orders of life. Ahimsa to be followed by all orders. No one except the Supreme Lord has the freedom to arrest the progressive life of any living entity. One should not think that since the spirit spark is never killed, killing the body for sense gratification is sinless, thereby harmless. Hare
Hare
Krishna Mata.
Krishna. See, thank you, Mataji. So, actually, what is meant by Ahimsa? Yare teke tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. If you don't tell, that is Ahimsa. Ahimsa is not only non-violence. If we do not help other living entities to come into Krishna consciousness, I said other living entities, not only humans, other living entities, even birds. That is why you remember that, what is it? Dhumrena kevaram vaknir malena cha. In that, it is the second category is what? Beast and animals. They are also, it is like the comparison is the dust on the mirror. Why it is said dust on the mirror compared to them? How can they imbibe, ignite spiritual knowledge in them? Yes, we can, because they also can hear Shravanam. They can hear very well. So we have to keep on chanting in front of the animals also. Vedic mantras are chanted so loudly before they give the this one, what do you call that? Sacrifice in the fire yajna sacrifice, right? So that there is a possibility that they become human in the next body. Is it not? So the one should not think, since the spirit spark is never killed. Spirit spark is eternal. Sat Chit Anand. Sat is the eternity, Chit is the knowledge part, Anand is the happiness, bliss. Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Bhagavan is blissful. Okay, so soul is never killed. So if we keep on telling this, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, the soul hears it. And especially during the last moment, if the soul is, that is why you might have seen, it's very beautiful to live in any one of the dhams. Because if you fall sick, what happens? People all will come, sit near us. Bhagavatam will be there. They will light the lamp. Bhagavad Gita, they will be chanting. They will be chanting the Mahamantra. Sankirtan will be going on. So we all are in the consciousness of remembering only Krishna. That environment is created by the devotees, harmless. That is that is why, if you see, there are many concepts in ISKCON nowadays. They have the colony life. Temple will be in the center. In and around, they only have the land and they only sell. Generally, they give it to only devotees. Even if they give it to non-devotees, there are certain restrictions. They cannot eat non-veg and things like that. And those people, by hearing Krishna Katha, Tushyanticha, Ramanticha, they automatically become devotees only. Yes. Viraj Prabhu, can you continue? Thank you, Ritvika Mataji. Viraj Prabhu, continue.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Man can live on abundant grains, fruit, and milk supplied by the Lord. There is no necessary to kill animals to live. Person desiring to make advancement in spiritual realization should never be violent to animals. The animals killed would also be progressive in their voluntary
Evolutionary life.
evolutionary life by transmigrating from the category of animal life to another. Real ahimsa is not checking anyone's progressive life. Killing an animal is checking its progress. Hare
Hare Krishna. That's what checking its progress means. It is in animal yoni. We are trying to give them a human yoni. Vedas, it is said very clearly. That is why people started, like Veda in the beginning, if you see, fire sacrifice was done with that objective only. And slowly, gradually, people started giving fire sacrifice. In the name of fire sacrifice, they started enjoying their sense gratification of the tongue. Then only the Lord came in expansion of Buddha. He started saying, don't follow Vedas, right? So, because that was the need of the hour, immediately stopped telling them no need to follow the Vedas, for don't give sacrifice. So that is what he wanted to do. So beautiful it is, you see how wonderfully this, all the qualities have been explained over here. Yes, Prabhu, continue. Viraj Prabhu. Viraj Prabhu, are you there? Yes, Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, continue.
After staying in particular body for a time, if ultimately killed, the animal has to come back again in that form of life to complete the remaining days in order to be promoted to another species of life.
See, this is so sad. Killing the animal for our sense gratification, taste of our tongue, is like the animal has to once again come back in the same animal body. If at all we can't give them Krishna consciousness, help them elevate from one yoni to the higher level of yoni, killing them, so sad, so sad. It is not only those who are eating, they're subject to this. 5 people are involved in this. One who, kills or brings it to the slaughterhouse. One who kills, one who takes it for cooking, one who cooks, and one who eats. All are subject to this sin. So sad it is. Yes, Prabhu.
Satyam, Vedic literature must be learned from bona fide spiritual. The truth therein should not be distorted either due to non-understanding or to suit one's personal interest.
That is why
Shruti
we should not learn from pseudo people. Those who interpret the meaning for their own livelihood, generally. Anna? So we should not hear any Shastra from pseudo, who are the Mayavadis, neophytes, etc.
Shruti is hearing from authority. Akrodha means to check anger even on being provoked. Anger
Akrodha, just now we saw, no. See, when you can get angry, there you get no problem. When you should not get angry, there you should control. That is what is very, very important. Generally, what do people do? People generally, you might have seen, they show their anger on the people who have less power than them. Can we shout at our boss? No, we cannot. Can the student shout at the teacher? Can the teacher shout at the principal? No. But it is reverse order. Principal shouts at the teacher, teacher shouts at the children, like that. So that Grasta people may shout at the maid servants, they may shout at the paper fellow, they may shout at the milkman, they may shout at the drivers. Isn't it? No, let them show their akrodha and people who are less powerful than them. Yes, Prabhu, continue. Anger pollutes.
Anger pollutes the entire body as it drives one into the moods of passion and ignorance. It is an im- impediment
Impediment. It is a
and
big hurdle, obstacle. It's a big obstacle in transcending. Transcending is what? Going from the lower level to the another. So the tamoguna to rajo, rajo to sattva. Or elevating ourselves from lower category of gunas. We leave. Tomorrow we will see dambam, darpam, abhimanam. All are demonic qualities. So these transcending means leaving these lower qualities and adapting the higher qualities. So anger is an impediment in that, transcending from lower level to the higher level. Yes, Prabhu, finish it off. Apaishunam.
apaisunam. Finding fault or correcting one unnecessarily is an offense in spiritual advancement. Re
3.
is being very modest, not performing any abdominal act.
Which is not recommended
Akar
by the Veda. That is known as abominable act. Achapalam.
Akarpalam Kapalam is endeavoring with patience and determination without frustration. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, without frustration. That is very important. Determination, yeah, we need. But sometimes, with so much of frustration, you told I will not do it. Now you see, I will do it and show it to you. And like that, determination is there, but with the frustration. So, Achapala means without any frustration, patiently we have to do. Okay, so many stories are there, there is no time. Oh, for every quality there is a story. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Vancha Kalpatarupesa Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitana Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Namnishta Prabhu ki jai. Let us all first wish Ekambar Rao Prabhu once, loudly chant Hare Krishna, and Vamshidhar Prabhu is not well today, that's why I did not tell him to read. So let us all unmute and pray for good health for our Ekambar Rao Prabhu and a good consciousness to be in Krishna consciousness. So we will pray Krishna to bestow him with all these qualities what we read now, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare.
Oh, Ekambara Prabhu, on behalf of all, everybody, and we all pray Krishna to give you the right attitude to serve Krishna with that, with the Krishna's mercy, to the satisfaction of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes, Viraj Prabhu, your hand is up.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
And
Bhante.
what is a bona fide spiritual master?
Bona fide. Bona fide means certificate. Bona fide certificate. Have you heard? If you want to apply somewhere, they will say, get a bona fide certificate. Have you heard? The doctor has to give you a bona fide certificate, or the school principal or college principal has to give a bona fide certificate saying that you are the student of that particular college. That means the authority, gazetted officer, sometimes we call it as a person who has got the authority to certify that you are the student of so and so college, like that. So here, why do we say for bona fide? It is bona fide means all these our spiritual masters who have come in the parampara, who have not come in the parampara, are the pseudo preachers. We should not listen from them. They will interpret anything according. But our bona fide spiritual masters means they would have heard from their spiritual master. They would have heard from their. So we have come in the parampara. Lord directly to Brahma, Brahma directly to Narada, Narada to Vyasadeva, Vyasadeva to Shukadeva. So like that, it comes. Our parampara, if you see, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then in that Baba Kishora, that's before that Jagannath Baba and Baba Kishora Das and Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, and all the other today living Guru Maharaj, who are the disciples of our who is that Srila Prabhupada. So many Guru Maharajs are there. So we have to take initiation from them. We have to follow their footsteps. They are bona fide. They are certified that they can make disciples. Just now I told the verse, you remember, Vacha Vegam, Manasakruda Vegam. Rupa Goswami has written, one who has got all these 6 qualities only can create disciples, initiate people.